Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. This is How Not To Play Falstad. Now, Falstad has been in the game since the very beginning. He is a fun character. I love playing him. As you can tell, he is already mounted. The way his Z works, or the typical mount works, is that you fly to a location. It takes a little bit of wind-up time and cast time, and it has a pretty long cooldown. Falstad's Q is a straight line skill shot. You can get a talent later to reactivate it, and it'll do an AoE damage. Falstad's W, there's a small AoE area around him. Actually, it's not that small. It's about a medium AoE around him. It's a point and click, and as long as you stay near the enemy hero that you clicked on, you will deal damage to them over time. Next is your barrel roll. It's a straight line skill shot. You choose which direction you want to go, usually away from enemies. This is Falstad's oh shit button. You dash to a location and you get a shield for 3 seconds. You definitely only want to use that as a disengage, or the only time you really want to engage with it is if you're chasing an enemy hero, it's the last one left, and you know beyond a shadow of a doubt that you can get the kill. And I'm talking about they have a quarter health left and you have a full bar. That's the only time you really want to use barrel roll as an engage. Next we have his trait, Tailwind. Gain 15% increased movement speed after not taking damage for 6 seconds. That's pretty much his mount right there. It's not bad. You can get talents to upgrade that. Now we come to his ultimates. Falstad has 2 ultimates like most other heroes. The first is Hinterland Blast. It's a straight line skill shot. It's a pretty large area. It deals a massive amount of damage, and then its cooldown is reduced by 25 seconds for every enemy hero hit. This seems like an amazing ability. The problem is that actually hitting the enemy heroes with it, because it's after 1 second, I believe it telegraphs the attack, and most heroes or most players know to avoid it. Sometimes the heroic is unavoidable. The best time to pick this up is on a map with corridors, with a lot of corridors, so that way they can't get out of the situation. His better R, IMO, is Mighty Gust, and it's a straight line skill shot, but it's a very large skill shot. Basically, you point in the direction you want to go, and Falstad pushes enemies away. It is fantastic utility. You can fly into a boss zone where you know where they are and they're getting it, fly in there, and then use Mighty Gust and push them off the point, take it, and then barrel roll out. You can use it to disengage enemies off of you if you need to. You can use it to fly behind the enemies as they're trying to get out, and then Mighty Gust them back into your enemy. It is a really, really great talent that it has great utility. But that's Falstad. Let's get to it. Alright, we find ourselves on Cursed Hollow again.
You know, I'm a lot better at busting heads than announcing, but hey, I'll do my best.
So, Falstad has 3 different builds that you can build into. You can go with the Mercenary build, you can go with his auto attack build, or you can go with his Q build. I always go Q build, just because I prefer it.
The fight starts in 10 seconds.
And my cat is stuck in a...
3,
1 second.
2, 1. Let the battle begin.
Excuse me. Thank you. I have a game to play. And a video, too. Okay. So my cat is dumb and he likes to lock himself in behind doors. And that thumping was him scratching at the door wanting to be let out. The sad part is he doesn't learn his lesson. He continually does it. So we're going to throw this. What the talent I picked up does is that it deals every time I hit someone with my Q, we're gonna barrel roll out of that. Every time I hit someone with my Q, it deals more damage. So look at that, all that right there that I should have got, but we got 7 stacks already. Now, what could have happened is if I did not disengage, I could have probably stayed in the fight and dealt more damage and potentially turned that around. However, Falstad is very, very, very squishy. So it was looking a little sketchy. done. Okay, we're gonna throw that on him, get some stacks. We're gonna piece out of that engagement. That butcher is pretty scary, I'm not gonna lie. He can eat a Falstad. I would like to throw my Q right there. So I already have 15 stacks on my Q, and it's barely 2 minutes in. Let's get one more. There we go. I would have liked to get the second on the return, but it's okay. Alright, so Mathiel should be dead. Nope, we're gonna peace out. Alright, so now we're gonna get updraft. No. Yes, we're gonna go updraft. What this does is now I'll gain shields every time I use my E, and the shields are permanent until they are destroyed. Shouldn't have done that, but that's okay.
Heroes, gather tribute and earn my favor.
Alright. I need to start, well, I should start making my way up there, but I can always fly if need be. So, wow, I can't believe I missed that. We're going to use that. That's going to give me shields. I'm going to tippy tap, and then I want to fly up there. Falstad is great because he's a very global character. We're going to fly up here, and there I am. Nope, no. We're going to E again so I can get some more shields. I probably shouldn't have done that. Now my disengage is off on cooldown. We're going to do that. I want to get away from this butcher. Yeah. Do what you do, boo.
Whatever it takes.
I'm so glad I had my shield there. Yes, I know you want to retreat. I understand. I agree. I wanted my Q stacks, though. I know what I'm doing, bro. Trust me. Alright, so we're gonna... I hope they move up. Good. I should have targeted Butcher, but it's okay. Wow, Dibbles. Go in harder, bro. Alright, so we're gonna Q right there. So yeah, now I have 32 stacks on my Q. Unfortunately, my Z... Oh, no, we're good. So we're gonna B... Actually, no, I'm not. Okay, so gotta be very careful. That butcher can go in on me and punish me pretty hard for being aggressive. With that Mathiel, good too as well. See, I know how to English. Do you know how to English? Probably shouldn't say that. Sounds really mean. All right, so yeah, we're gonna B real quick, and then we can Z back into it. Now we get Boomerang. I can activate my Q, and it deals the AOE damage. It's a very nice ability. Let's Z right here. Now you want to be very careful whenever you fly to somewhere, because as you may have seen, it telegraphs your location. The enemies can see that telegraph. So if you Z, try to be sneaky to like right here, they see that and they can wait for you to come in, and you cannot stop it. All right, so I wanted to use my E. I shouldn't have, because I need to keep that as a disengage, but I wanted to be part of that fight to make sure we got that takedown. I would really like my Z again so I can help Zagara push, but since the enemy team or our team is leaving top lane, I'm gonna stay top lane and keep getting. Okay, so that was my Q, and I activated it again. Falstad is a little harder to stutter step, mostly because he has such a high attack rate. It is possible, so we're going to Q, and I missed my Q on a stationary target. These are my skills, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to E. He could have engaged really hard, and he wouldn't have got a pick, but it would have been punishing for me. Alright, so we're going to start working our way down. My flight is off cooldown. I think we'll make it on time. Plus, I want to be here so we can soak this XP. Yep, we'll make it. I didn't want to use it just in case I had to disengage and re-engage. Okay, so we're going Mighty Gust. Wow. Mighty Gust. Wow, that sucked. Okay, so I guess I'll go ahead and channel. Okay, this gazebo's dead. Their Muradin did not engage. Alright, so this is why I wanted to keep fly, so I could stay up here. So I can fly back up here and get rid of that camp before it pushes too much down. Pushes our fort down.
Gather tribute or face my curse.
Okay, I use my E so I could stack up on my shields. Right, I see that most of them are still over here, so I don't have to worry about too much about being punished for using it. They're probably gonna get bot boss. Nope, they're not. I'm gonna tippy tap this well so I can get health and, more importantly, mana. Falstad is a pretty mana hungry boy. I don't want to move up too far because I know they're all right here. So what I attempted to do there and failed miserably was I wanted to keep Butcher isolated, so I used my Gust to push them back. I don't know if you could have seen that. It was a very quick. I knew I was going to die, and I wanted to keep Butcher isolated so we could definitely get that pick, but he still got his meat, unfortunately. Wow, they didn't channel on the objective. But our boss did some work to their... I would like to fly into this, but by the time I got there, it'd be over, and plus my location would be telegraphed, and Malthael could have moved up on me, and Nazebo could have got the pick on me again. So we're just gonna call it as, just leave it as is. Fortunately, that boss got that was a pretty decent boss, so I guess that was worth losing. Maybe, I don't know. It was worth getting it at the very least. Of course, it would have been way far better worth it if we could have downed them and got the boss.
Choose a talent.
But hey, there you go. Alright, so we're gonna go Tailwind recharges him faster. We're gonna do that so we can get out of his AoE. Alright, so I'm gonna help Diablo by disengaging yep, I don't have my E. So I helped push back the enemy. That bought us a little bit of time.
Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
I don't know what we were trying to accomplish. I don't know if we were trying to bait boss or get boss or what was happening. It looks like the Superius is dead because all that has to happen is they got a good pick. Yep, KT went... Wow, he went Convection Oven build. Yep. So, what's called the Convection Oven build is he goes... It's a typical Kael'thas quick match build. You go Convection and you go Pyroblast. Okay. We're gonna go back up to get the shields. Okay, we're gonna do that to get him off of her. Unfortunately, we still lost the objective. And I'm probably dead, I'm not gonna lie. Oh man. I really screwed that up. We probably should not be pushing like this. I really need to... Okay, he's down. Okay, so now we're gonna... Well, no, never mind. My Z is off. So all my abilities are recharging as long as my Tailwind is up. And Tailwind goes up whenever I haven't taken damage for 4 seconds. It's a very, very nice ability. Unfortunately, it doesn't count for Z or my mount. But That's okay. And the reason it does it is because there's a level 20 ability that greatly improves your Z, and it's amazing. It pairs very well with Gust. Alright, so now we're going to go with the Crippling Hammer. This increases hammer brings slow, which I never discussed, but it has a slow from 25 to 50%. Very nice for chasing targets or slowing them down to get out of situations. We want to get this pushed up, and then we want to get this camp.
I'll feed you to my grip. Sounds great.
Alright, we're going to E into that just so I can get the shields. Yeah, I knew they'd get boss. So we're going to keep going. I'm going to E through here just so I can get that speed. For some reason, I just walked through that like I was... Okay, so I need to... Now, that was perfectly calculated. I went back into the mercenary so that way I'd get spell armor. And I might be dead because of this lightning rod, or because of that root. That hurts a lot. Alright, so we're gonna go over here, we're gonna get health, and then we're gonna Z over here, over there. I'm gonna indicate that I can fly into there, and then I'm gonna...
Or face my
Yep.
curse. The choice is
So good. I don't know if they're trying to... They want to actually get boss. We well serve better off to get the objective, not the boss. That variant is dead. But yep. Definitely not worth it. The butcher's just getting more and more fed. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know if he's trying to bait me. Okay, we're gonna E so I can get some shields. I didn't get enough time to use my R. That butcher just ate me.
Well done.
We're gonna be up to 40 seconds. What we should do is they should stop chasing, get objective, and get boss. But they're gonna chase and get him anyways. See, this is why I don't make decisions. Never mind on boss. I completely did not realize that that would be our third curse or third objective. So that means all of their stuff is shut down. You do not ever want to get a boss while you have curse up. And I discussed it in a previous video, but basically it would take time. Well, it would take a whole lot of time because curse was right here. They would have to travel all this time, then take down boss. And that's a huge time loss. That you and missed out on huge XP loss. We're gonna fly over here to this watchtower, and we're gonna help top lane get pushed, and get some XP because all of them are on bot lane. I think I have time. That's why I went ahead and used my E. Now we have Epic Mount. I really wish I hadn't used my flight until I got that. Epic Mount is amazing. So it lowers the cooldown by flight by 40 seconds. So now it's a 35-second start. We're going to E out of that.
The curse ends.
And also it's an almost instantaneous action.
Yes.
We're going to E again. And then E one more time. I don't think the shields are stacking, so whatever. I'm not going to tippy tap. What I could do is... What I want to do is I want to scout for this boss. Because I could potentially snag it from them if they decide to go for boss. If I don't get picked in the process.
Let us capture this mercenary.
Gotta go. Bow. I don't know why I call it bow. I don't even know what that means. I'd really like this guy to get off of me because my cooldowns cannot recharge faster. Okay, we're gonna use R just to get them off of us. We're gonna tippy tap that well. They're gonna get that, unfortunately, that means my R is now on cooldown. So when they go boss, and I guarantee they will go boss, I can't steal it from them. Very well done, ult. He timed that beautifully, so that means that Nazebo is now dead. They're going boss. That's why the rest of the team isn't there. There's nothing I can do about it, see?
Gathers enough tribute this time.
But I think it was a smart idea to use. Let's get that menu way down. Oh shit. Ooh. To use my R when I did. That boss did basically nothing for them. I don't want to use my Z. Oh, well, there they go. They got that one. But this might be a tribute for us. I really didn't want to face check that, but we're just going to... Are we not going to gather that? Great. He should be dead. Alright, so we're going to go right here. Vroom! Now, look at that speed. That was beautiful. We're gonna barrel roll out of that.
Gathers enough tribute this time.
I'm gonna tippy tap just so I can get a mana. Oh, that's gonna hurt a lot. Oh, if I had... Damn, I probably could have saved that forward if I didn't run into the mana problems. So we're gonna E, so we can get to here faster. I need mana so bad. I wish I could have Z'd into there, but oh well. So all of our, well, all but one keep is gone. I do not want to push up too far because that butcher is scary. His charge makes him unstoppable, so that means my Mighty Gust would not work. We could still turn this around if we get a good team fight. And Falstad is definitely capable of making a very good team fight. So we're going to move forward and get to bot lane. This Nazebo is thinking he's clever and he's going to move up. And we're going to punish him for it. Of course, I got punished in the process. But we got the pick on him, so not really worth the trade, especially with that incoming. Well done. Very well done indeed. Wow. Yes, very well done, guys. Luckily, there is no tribute yet, so that'll give me time to get up and then use my Z and get into the tribute. And my R will be up too, just in case I get into trouble. See, that was what I was talking about. That's a very good turnaround. Things are looking very rough, but if we got that camp right there, that'll help out a lot because that'll relieve some of the pressure coming in the mid lane. But it looks like, okay, good. Diablo's gonna go for it, I think.
Let us capture this mercenary camp.
I'm up in 2 seconds. We're gonna go ahead and just fly into there. Because because there's no reason not to. I got a very low cooldown on it now.
Gather tribute. Earn my favor.
It'll be up in 15 seconds.
Come on, we've got this.
We definitely want to move up and help him out, although I think he's dead regardless. Do not want to use our E. We're going to need that as a disengage. Okay, we're going to disengage out of that. We're going to use our R to push him back and get him off of Zagara. That butcher's looking scary. We need to get out of his LOS.
I'm going to pull back for now.
Heads up, the enemy's after our core.
I think this is game. That's going to get them at their curse.
Unacceptable.
And they have almost a full team minus Kale Foss. This is looking pretty scary. We're down 2 people. I'm down on my ultimate. Those toads hurt so much. So much. I do not want to get hit by them at all. All we're doing is buying time that boss, though. They lost a lot of time by doing that boss. That was pretty dumb. We're gonna move up here. I wish this curse was over, because then I could fly behind them and zoom them into my tower, but it'll be over soon enough. We're gonna tippy tap that well for the mana. Get an E.
Our core is under attack.
Enough. The curse is over.
We've lost the key.
Okay, we're gonna get some shields. We're gonna R. This is over, unfortunately, but it's GG. It was definitely worth the effort. So that's Falstad. A great combo to do with that epic mount, since it has such a fast cast time. Is you can go behind the enemy with it and then mighty gush them into your team. And there's almost nothing they can do about it because you're such a fast cast time. Yeah, you get my fucking vote. Although I'm very happy that you did so good. But that's Falstad. He's very frail, but very, very fun. I definitely would give him a high recommendation for you to try out. Definitely not a new player friendly, but I'd definitely say an intermediate novice player. Yeah, give him a try, especially in quick match. You know, I keep saying don't try him as a new player. And the only reason I say that, not as a punishment to other players, but whenever I say they're a high skill cap character, it means there's a potential chance that you're not going to enjoy this game because you're playing a character that's difficult to play. And I really want people to enjoy this game and see for the fun that's there. So that's when I say this is I don't recommend them for new players. That's because of what I said previous. I don't know why I'm repeating myself. I'll probably just edit that to make it shorter. But again, thank you for joining me. You guys have a great day and take care.